Shazam!
I'll say it again. Or I said it before, I'll say it again. Two of the smartest people on the internet. If you want proof, I drop my screen or phone and crack the screen today. That's all the proof you need.
I thought you were going to say it's in the pudding.
The proof is in the pudding.
Every time.
Ah. Hello, Mr. Phil. Good to see you there. I had some Windows updates to do as
Give me
I
some
typed
chat
in the
over
chat
here.
earlier.
I can't see no chat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry. I'm withholding.
You are. Oh, there they are. Ladies.
What were we just talking about before the show? Motivational speakers?
Motivational speaking.
I don't think we qualify.
I think we qualify to whatever. I'm self-qualified for anything.
Just ask you, right?
Dude, I'll tell you, I'll give you an answer. It might be wrong, but I will give you an answer.
Definitely. But no, the big theme is, and this happens a lot in life, a lot, is whatever saying you want to put on it, as far as yeah, right.
Good answer.
If only I worked in an industry where I could get the screen and tools to fix it. I can get them. Am I frozen?
No.
No, wait. I'm looking at a pause screen. My bad. Every cloud has a silver lining. One door closes, another opens. The end of something is the beginning of something.
Don't they say
else.
that in the Touch of Grey song? There's always a silver lining with Touch of Grey or something like that. Yeah, whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah, the Grateful Dead.
But yeah, that's kind of what sparked today's episode, because there's many situations in life where you're
thrown upside down.
Yeah, you're thrown upside down, whether it be by choice, and we both know that we're good at tossing our own lives into turmoil.
Dude, I'm fucking...
Track records prove that.
Yes.
And that has its own set of problems to deal with. But then when you're actually trying not to do that, and other people have the power to do that, because anybody does on any given day, that's kind of what sparked today's whole episode. And it, just, I don't know, as bad as things get, and I usually always try to, and I'm pretty good at not focusing on the bad.
Right. You're very good at it,
Focus
actually.
on the good, no matter how bad it is. I try to pull...
And you do well at it, like, seriously.
Something good out of it, or a positive note, or, hey, yeah, everything we've been doing just got shut down, but hey, this is a new direction we can take, whatever it may be. Yeah.
But
I don't know.
This happened to me. Like, I've had the same situations happen to you. When I told you earlier, I was working at RJ's. And the number one thing is here's what these people do, especially around here, is these employers, everybody owns something, right? They own, not only they own restaurants, they own apartment buildings, they own property.
It's a common theme here.
Right.
Yeah.
So what they do is they get, people like me and you that are down on our luck or whatever. And, oh, here, come work for me, Oh, you need a place to live? Well, I'll get you a place to live. Now what they're doing is funneling their own money right back into their pockets while they look like the fucking good guy the whole time, and they get to fucking use you the whole time. Because what choice do you have? You lose them. Now you're out of your home. You're out of your job. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's not that, and not saying anything bad about the people here or anywhere.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's the model of it,
I think that's a common theme everywhere.
Yeah, but that's the genuine model. They're funneling their own money back in their own pocket.
Yeah, and I've seen it happen, not just here.
No,
other
everywhere,
places,
man.
Everywhere. Yeah, that's
and it just happened to me down at the other pizza place. You know what I mean? He was trying to get me, like, and everybody in there was in the same situation. Like, everybody in there literally lived and worked and it was just like, no, man, like, I'm not falling into this.
Yeah, no, it's easy to fall into too. Not just the working for and also renting property or something off of somebody. Do you know what I mean? Like that. Take that out of the equation. One way to end up in a not good place as far as mentally is to mix personal life with work life or business life. Any combination of that you can mix together usually ends up bad, in my experience.
100%.
Unless, like, you are doing like a work from home thing, or you have your own home-based business.
Honestly, the only thing that's ever worked out with a partner is, like, me and you working together. That's the only thing that I've ever really had is I worked like.
Yeah, no, I understand that. That's tough too. Like, in today's world, who do you trust when you're trying to work with somebody?
It's hard to tell, because I've come to learn also that everybody has a motive. You know what I mean? Everybody has a fucking most people,
Yeah, yeah,
you know, has
my
an
motive's
ultimate
my
goal.
motive is to keep going.
Right. My old boss used to say, "Never bring work home and never bring home to work."
Yeah.
That's a good rule to stand by. I like that.
I have a story about that. A job that my friend wanted me to work with him. This is years ago, and they're like, I don't know about him. He has," and this was,
Yeah.
I didn't have as many kids then, and the kids I did have were younger, and the owners were like, it seems like he has some drama in his life. We don't want to bring that in here." And he's like, "No, he's pretty good at separating that, right?" And wasn't it finally, they brought me on. I'm working with my friend. We're working for these people doing, computer work, tech work. First day, doesn't my young daughter and mother show up like something crazy going on. I'm like, "Oh my God." Like they came into work my first day,
Oh,
and I'm just
man.
like, this.
I have this terrible knack, dude, that if I switch jobs or something, within the first 2 weeks, I always get sick or I break an ankle or like something happens to me that I have to miss a day within the first 2 weeks of working every fucking time.
That looks
I
horrible.
know, dude, and it happens every time, and it's not by choice. It is like the stupidest thing, man. Like it is the stupidest thing. I was gonna say too earlier, like when I was down at the bar there working a while back, I was running off him and like in that situation, like there was two brothers that owned that bar, okay? One bought the other one out. Okay. But the brother that got bought out, he comes back because I was better friends with them. And he's like, "Hey, I'm opening this pizza shop over in DuBois." He's like, "You should come manage it, blah, blah, blah." So I'm like, all right. But meanwhile, I'm renting and I'm working for the other brother. So I put
And they didn't get along at the time.
they get along, but they just weren't one bought the other one out. So like, you know what I mean? They weren't involved with the bar, nothing anymore. So as soon as I went to, the pizza shop and I gave 2 week notice, I did everything out,
Oh, you're evicted?
out,
That's crazy business.
out.
It's not
I
like
had 3 days, they told me.
you didn't give notice like, "Hey, I'm changing jobs and not gonna pay my rent."
Yeah, no,
Basically,
out,
"Hey, I'm changing jobs. Here's my 2-week notice,"
out.
and still out. That's definitely crazy business, man.
Oh, Phil, you have no idea, dude. We the lives we lead here, bud. It's the Wild West here, man. It's something else.
We try not to.
No, dude, you
Mm,
try to avoid it and it just comes to you like fucking, I don't know. It's like the force.
right? You need the force sounds positive, though, even
Yes.
though the force on light side, dark side, but we need a negative sounding connotation for it.
Um, I don't know.
The farce.
Yeah. That's what everything is.
But no, yeah, I know it's tough, man, but like that,
See, Phil, we have laws here, but everything's corrupts from the bottom up, and we're in a small ass town, man. So it's like small town. Like you wouldn't believe the shit that goes on here, man. You wouldn't even fucking believe it. Like I mean, it's fucking crazy. It literally is crazy the shit that goes on here.
another project that we were talking, I don't know if we should even air this here, but a project we were talking about. We talked about doing an episode, so I think we can talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I was actually got involved with that today. I was actually out getting pictures.
Yeah, like, I don't wanna cover, like, the people in corruption or anything like
No, 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 no,
that,
no, no, no,
but
no.
I wanna cover, like, the history of the town because this used to be a big and busy place, and just over the years, traffic was routed away from town and then around town.
And coal dried up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, coal was a big thing for years,
yeah.
but yeah.
Money does talk over here, and that is the huge problem. It's all greed, God's guns and greed over here, buddy.
Yeah, I could do away with the guns, that'd be good.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
But no, yeah, like, covering the history of the town, like, some of the old historic places, like, some of the stuff well, let me say it right, a lot of the stuff wouldn't be there, and we'd be showing pictures, but we could actually go to the site, take video, talk about it.
Okay,
Eh
so yesterday,
Mhm?
we're gonna lead into this a little bit. Yesterday, I've never walked into the mud church cemetery graveyard.
Yeah.
Like, I've never I've walked around where the wooden or the stone fence is, but I've never actually walked in it. Dude, that I walked in it yesterday.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, it was the most eerie feeling I've ever felt in my life. So then I went home and had to get reading about it. Did you know there's over 700 people buried there?
Mhm.
In that little
Yeah.
spot, 700 people.
Yeah, and it's just a stone wall, what, like 3, 4 foot high,
Yeah.
separating the sidewalk from the graveyard?
Yeah, what I saw was they have that monument to Hardman Phillips or whatever that, helped found a town or whatever. Not his brother founded it, but you know what I mean. He
Right.
built Mall's Mansion, blah, 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 and lived there. Um, they had this thing, like this big, like stone monument and stuff. So I thought it was his grave, but I couldn't see what it said because it's begun to, fade away. So I went in there, man, and I'm telling you, as soon as I went in, it was the most eerie feel. Like I haven't felt like that in a long time. Like it was weird.
It is,
I
and
almost wonder if something happened here,
you
man.
can walk on the sidewalk and you feel just normal. You
Dude,
walk in
dude,
there,
it's
it
a
is a different feeling.
dude. I'm telling you, as soon as I crossed that freaking threshold of that fence, I'm telling you, it was. I don't know.
But yeah, just, covering the history in the places, I think it would be kinda cool thing to and create a channel, like, actually do that for a channel.
Yeah. Did you
And
did you see they started messing with the Phillips too?
what?
There's like brick and stuff out in the back of the Phillips now.
Oh, no, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, man.
Hey,
Yep.
hopefully they do something with it.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
trying to restore it.
and kinda what sparked the idea for doing the history of the town and places is a lot of stuff is getting torn down. We don't need to get into that because it's just stupid.
It's sad, it
Yeah.
depresses me.
It is sad, but before all of it disappears, I'd like to get some of it that is still there and turn it into something. It could be a series. We'll let you know if we go any further with it. Definitely want to. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Um,
Phil, one time I was watching this dude's house and I was, sleeping on the couch, right? Because he was gone, whatever, and, like so I find out, like, 3 weeks after sleeping on this couch, there's, like, a loaded fucking, dirty Harry gun, like, underneath me, and I was sleeping on it the entire time, and I'm just like, "Oh
like a
my."
Tommy gun?
No, like, the big, like, hand cannon.
Oh,
Yeah, that I was sleeping on loaded the entire time.
yeah. You just like roll over and it goes off.
Dude, I'm telling you to blow a hole in me 12 feet long. Like, I was like, but to his defense, like, I know who he is. I know he was in the military. And I was like, dude, there's a gun down here. He goes, Jimmy, there's guns. I was like, you're right. You're right. There's guns everywhere. You know what I mean? Like,
You
in his
could have
TV.
told me.
I should have known. I really should have known.
Could have told me I was sleeping on one, right?
Ah, I really should have known.
What did Bill say in the chat?
He said we should do a tour of our hometown. That's it. 44 Magnum. Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, it's kind of what we're gonna do, man. But there's so much old stuff here. It's kind of cool. Did you ever go up? Like I walked down to Coldstream today. Did you ever go up on the hill where the old College Hospital stuff used to be, where those big ass houses are?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, I want to get up. I haven't really gone up there and look. Like today I did. I want to go up there and look. Like there's.
You mean the dam side, not the park in that side, but the other side, that road? Half Main
Yeah, but
Street?
there's that one that goes up to like where the Joneses live and stuff, like real up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dude. The houses up there are enormous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's where the Cottage Hospital originally was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
And, McGurk's Sanitarium.
Alright, so I guess we have another project on the
Yeah.
plate. At least one set of eyes wants to see it. We'll do it. But no, even even when there's not drama in life, just think about just some of the talks we've had just with going forward with this or the buzz or, each of our channels, working on stuff. Some of that can, like, bring it down. You're like, "Damn."
Yeah.
Just trying to move forward with that. There's times where you gotta find the positive in what you're doing
Yeah,
to
dude.
to continue on rather than
Well, like, I just been even thinking about shutting mine down because, like, I have such a hard time anymore, like, just finding consistency in it, you know what I mean? And when I do find consistency, like, it's not even me that throws it off, like, somebody else will throw it, and it's just like and I
yeah.
blink, and it's been 3 weeks, and it's like, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't shut it down, man. There's a lot of good conversations that have been had there.
I wouldn't take away what's there, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Temporary hiatus.
Yeah, or just see how this with this new job and stuff like that too. I wanna still do it, don't get me wrong, because it's definitely helped us immensely, I think. Like, it's helped me a lot, like,
Dude, that's
I mean, Christ, I get in places for free because of that podcast, like
the repair thing, it's something I've always done. It's always been a cover your ass thing because I have recordings. If it doesn't go on the channel, I have recordings of every repair that I've ever done. Good, bad, fail, no go. They changed the scope of the job 4 times during the repair, and it turns
Mhm.
into something else. Whatever it is, I have recordings of all of it. But the actual uploading it to YouTube and the stuff I was doing there, it was like kind of like an experiment for myself and being antisocial and not, trying like an exercise to put myself out there.
Mhm.
And I still hate it every every moment of it. But why not? I keep going with it.
Yeah. I think it's definitely helped you though, man. Like, I've seen you come a long way since I've even started working with you.
Yeah, we got a couple years in. We got a couple more in us.
Mhm. Mhm. Phil, let's dickheads like me who can't get a visa see the world.
We might be in that camp too.
Yeah, I don't even think I can get an American Express card, Phil. Like, I can't get nothing, man.
I think he's talking about a passport.
Oh, well, either or, you know?
I guess you need both.
Yeah,
The
yeah, I
card
can't
and
get anything,
the
man.
passport.
I have bad credit too.
Oh, but no, it's, yeah. Just, that it was an experiment. That was the main thing. Cover your ass, and the main thing was an experiment too. This is so uncomfortable. Let's do it and see what happens. You know, and as horrible as it is, or as unmotivational as it may seem, when that's against everything you want to do, finding the positive things in that is what will keep you moving forward. I think, at least in my experience. I could be wrong.
No, you're right. You're 100% right.
You keeping up with chat?
You get hard on the password.
He's,
Oh, thank you, man.
I like the free cloud storage thing.
Yeah.
Definitely
come back. Thank you. Yeah, we have come a long way. It's wow. It's been, I can't believe it's been as long as that has been. Like, even with the pandemic, like a pandemic was 3 fucking years ago, man.
Yeah.
We were sitting here doing this then.
Yeah, just aimlessly.
Yeah.
That's all right though.
No,
I don't mind. It was time well spent.
And not only that, it's consistency. It was consistency in my life, you know what I mean? Especially when everything was thrown upside down in my case. Like, it was something like I could constantly.
Well, look at those times though. When did the world deal with something like that last? The Spanish flu? Influenza or whatever? Most people in our everyday lives, not saying all, but most, haven't lived through a time like that. You know, whether you believe it happened or not, we're not here to talk about the vaccine, anti-vax, none of that shit. Just saying about the turmoil that the world was thrown into. That changed the world, man, overall. That whole year to 2 years or whatever. And to find some type of a consistency then and a game plan, or, you know, was definitely beneficial, I think, for mental health.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. Like, can you remember? Like, yeah, I think fucking. I don't think we've lived like we did with COVID for hundreds of years. Yeah, I think the Spanish flu was the last one. Like you said, was that 1919?
Something like that.
Oh my
god.
And
we come right out of that in the stock market crash.
Right into that, into World War II,
Great Depression, and then straight into World War II. I don't know, man. Crazy business. You were saying something before that?
Yeah, I don't remember. I was trying to figure it out before that even. It's gone.
In the wind.
Yeah, it's gone.
But no, I don't know. If you got tips, go ahead and put them in the chat. What keeps you moving forward when times seem tough, whether it be life, work. That's another thing, man. Whenever you work somewhere for so long, having to start, if you're thinking about leaving or searching for a new job, a new career, whatever, that can be a scary endeavor for some people and keep you locked into somewhere you may not want to be or shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and like myself, dude, I hate change. Like, I hate changes like that in life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like like, if I'm comfortable somewhere, I'm staying. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. I don't care about money. I don't care nothing about it. I'm comfortable. I like it here. It's fine, you know? It takes a lot for me to fucking make a change like that. But
yeah. Well, you know, humans, I think, are creatures of comfort, but
yeah,
stepping outside of that comfort zone.
And I've done a lot of that these past couple of years, and it's definitely like, yeah, it's been cool.
Yeah, it's definitely life-changing, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Whether on a small scale or a massive scale, we're not here to weigh it out and judge it. Oh, let's read this. I got kind of lucky. I saw an opportunity when we locked down, and that got me focused on YouTube to keep myself sane, but it ruined a lot of people's lives.
Fuck other people.
Yeah. I mean, you're kind of responsible for where you are and what the small bubble that you can control. And then if you have other people in your life, you're responsible for them as well.
See, that's what everybody always says my kids keep me going, and that's me. And I just, it's like, fuck, you know, because I'm always like, man, I should have had a kid to keep me going. Because like, it's a little harder when it's just by yourself, because it can be, you know.
Could adopt one, man.
I don't think so.
From a crazy country.
I'm not negative. I'm good.
All right.
But like, you know, it is a little harder, I think, sometimes, because you're just like, man, I'm alone. And then when you're down on yourself, like, what the fuck do you even have? But
I could see it though, Jimmy, like a little gun-toting Ukrainian or something.
Oh my god, dude, he'd be like, I don't even know. Yeah, dude, high fives. We'd have secret handshakes and shit. You'd have a tree house with a fucking 50 cal in it and a pillbox just to fucking maul whoever over. It'd be a good time.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, we'd be good. I'd be good dad.
Okay. What do you say here? My kids keep me going no matter what. I know if I don't keep going, they don't get. But yeah, that it's a scary thought.
Great
Knowing that
motivator.
it scary thought and great motivation when other people rely on you to keep to keep their world turning, keep food coming in, a place to stay. I don't know, man. Like that's kind of where I'm at with the working 7 days a week and for doing it for years.
Yeah, dude, I don't
Like
know how you do it sometimes.
some don't really have a choice,
Right, but I
but
just like
also
it just it takes a lot.
yeah, not when you don't have a choice. But you gotta, some of it isn't really like work when it's fun,
Yeah.
and fixing stuff, breaking stuff, that never amounts to actual work. That's more play than work. But the fact that it can be beneficial or get any type of income from it is kind of amazing.
Yeah, Phil, I'll say, when I was with my last girlfriend, it was the first time I was ever around a kid and whatnot, and honestly, the kid and I got along so good. That was the first time I can ever say I actually gave a shit about myself and, like, actually not cared for myself, but actually cared for myself. Like, I didn't wanna get fucked up. I didn't wanna do anything. I wanted to make sure everything was good and make sure everything was right, and, like, I wanted to be around, you know what I mean? Like, now, now and before, whatever, like, I don't really give a fuck. I'm here, whatever. I don't have kids. It is what it is. But, like, at that point in time in my life, like, having her around, like, yeah, definitely, like I said, it's like a kid can change you a lot because, like I said, I gave a fuck about myself, like, a lot.
Yeah, like just the motivational factor. And I've been in that same position, kind of. Any type of relationship where it's somebody has a kid that's not yours. If you spend enough time in that relationship and there's a kid around, yeah, like I think that unless you're just one of the because there's also people that are like,
Yeah, no way, man.
doesn't matter.
It fucking ripped me apart. Like, fuck, it still does, but,
Yeah, no, definitely.
it's hard.
Tough shit, man. Silver linings, Jimmy.
Silver lines,
Think
touch of gray.
positive.
Yep,
Don't you have a tattoo that says think
I
positive?
do. I know, right? Jerry Garcia.
Think positive.
Yeah, but it was a joke. See, what happened was, explain this for a second. Everybody around me, that was when all my shit was collapsing. I got cheated on, fucking this, that, like everything was just going to hell. And everybody's, Jim, you got to think positive. Jim, you got to think positive. Well, at the time, I was getting real big into RKL anyway. So they have a song called Think Positive. So there's their album cover where this guy's tied up on a railroad track and the train's coming to get him. And I kept thinking in my head, this motherfucker can think as positive as he wants. That train's still gonna run his ass over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got the picture of the train, um, the train thing on my arm, but I got Think Positive around it just kind of as a joke. But it's also and like now it's more of a motivational.
Yeah.
That's
Good
awesome,
on
man.
you, man.
Injury, man. I guess it gives you something to live for. Definitely. Thank you. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. That's been a tough one to live with, but it's good. I'm glad I
Yeah.
had it.
Well, I mean, for a time, like I don't want to dive too much into details and dwell on the past.
No.
But weren't you like you had a lot of time like because you were working, but wasn't she working too? So you were also like sharing the
Yeah.
childcare duties.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough situation to be in, man. When
And
like you've never.
right, and she's like my ex was, younger and, like, she wanted to go out in the bars and stuff. I lived that life, like, I was over it, so, like, I'd be like, "I'll hang out with the kid, you go out," you know what I mean? Like, I don't it's no big deal, which ended up being a mistake in my part, but, like, what whatever.
Yeah. Well, we make 'em, man. We make 'em. We'll probably make 'em again. Mistakes. I mean.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
No. Person, yeah, top. Not dwelling on the bad
No, but I'll
stuff.
tell you what, it has made me, like, it's hardened me into more of a, I hate to say, but, like, a man, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I can take a little more now than I could before.
There's another thing too, and I don't think it's exclusively you or exclusively me, but shit from the past can come back unexpectedly and just slap the world sideways, like knock your feet out from under you on any given day, any moment
Yeah.
when you least expect it, like and really affect what you're doing that day or that week or that month even, depending on how long it knocks you down for. I know I went through that multiple times.
Yeah, it's been 2.5 years, and I say, honestly, this last month and a half's really finally when it's just, like, it's starting to not hit
Yeah.
me like it's hard.
And not just relationships, like when you lose,
Oh,
if you had a parent that mattered to you or
dude,
you
or a
lose.
fucking dog, you know what I mean? Even, like You
What
know?
about my fish, man?
Well, I don't
He's
is
still
he still yeah, I
kicking
was gonna
along.
say he's alive.
Yeah, he's alive. I lost one before that, though. Believe me, it was sad.
Yeah, no, dude, if you I don't know, if you find yourself and, like, animals are hard to me because, like, they're unconditional love. Like, that dog is fucking happy to see you regardless of what fucking mood you're in, no matter what, like, it's not like, "Fuck you," it's still your buddy no matter what.
I don't
Like,
know. Cats can be kind of like F
I
you.
hate cats. We weren't
That's all
talking
I
about that.
have.
Yeah,
Well, I
I'm
have a
not a
dog too,
I don't
but
hate cats. I'm not gonna say I hate them. I would prefer a dog over a cat. I'll say
yeah,
that.
cats are weird.
Yeah,
Weird because there's some that can be a cat, and there's other ones that are just like, no, not on your time, on my
that's what
time.
I mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know. They're too much their own personality, I guess, for me.
spiteful animals, but good animals regardless.
One way to get over losing pets, stick it in the frying pan.
I never heard that one.
No, that's funny as shit, though.
Oh shit, man. But yeah, ideas, tips, thoughts
On motivation.
on pulling that positive thing out of a
You
negative
you gotta
situation.
just find the silver lining, man. You gotta like, yeah, I was telling you before we started, like, it might even suck for the time being, but you gotta, like, look towards what's ahead, because for the long run in your situation, it's gonna be better. It's
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
better, you know what I
yeah,
mean? It
for
might
sure.
suck right now, but it's gonna be better, and it's the right direction.
Well, even just like multiple things, man. Just with moving, with even with the business here, like that was kind of like a down note. Like, oh hey, one closing, and but in starting over basically, but starting over for myself versus for somebody. That's been a challenge all on its own. Like having somebody else managing something, doing and me doing the work, and now I'm doing everything.
Right.
That is extremely two different worlds. I did have an intern for a while too. I don't know if I said that on the
I don't
podcast.
think you have.
Yeah, but he's gone now. An intern at the shop. It was a high school kid, and he may return this summer. If he's trying to get paid by the place that brought him here the first time. If he can get paid to come in for the summer, I said, "Sure, come back."
And
And
Nick is such a stand-up guy that he
oh,
fucking
don't even do this.
no, bullshit. This needs to be said because you just know how much of a good guy you are. Nick had him put this computer back together and ends up giving him the computer that he put back together, before he left. That's what kind of person you are. You're a good
Yeah.
dude. Like, that was very fucking commendable, and I'm saying it. So,
Well, first off, we built an ancient one. I had him learn how to do it and then bought like much, much updated hardware so he could see the difference between old junk and something much more modern. I let him take the modern one home,
yeah, no,
obviously, because the old one wouldn't really be useful
right.
other
That's
than,
just it's a commendable thing, dude. You're a good guy.
yeah,
And
well,
Phil, I greatly appreciate that, dude. Like, that means a lot to me. Thank you. No, I might take you up someday.
he's a hard guy to get a hold of. He does all that slacking on live
Well,
streams.
I even try, like, when I see Phil's on there or whatever, and I'm, like, messing around on YouTube or whatever, I try just to, like, chime in real quick and be like, "Phil!" And right on, like, it comes in the morning buzz or whatever, and I'll just write in, you know what I mean?
He's got a lot of people in
Dude, I just
chat.
seen that fucking thing just I'm just like,
It's like
"Wow."
chat's kinda like watching, like, the lines on the highway when you're
That's
driving, they're
yeah.
just
I'm like,
disappearing.
"Holy shit, man." That's funny.
I'm always looking back like, "Wait, did chat move? No, it didn't move, didn't move, didn't
Yeah.
move."
But thanks for hanging out today, Phil.
Yeah,
It was
dude,
cool talking
much
to you. Yeah.
appreciated.
I haven't seen you in a while anyway, or
He's
talked to you in a while.
he's a fast typer, and Brandon, yeah, I don't think he's still here, he might be, probably not. I hope you're doing well. I
Yeah,
talk to Brandon once in a while when I can. He, Brandon was actually I think he was on the show.
a while ago.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
while ago. He has cerebral palsy, and he's a good dude. I met him because I was watching a live stream around one night, and he actually got onto the live stream that I was watching. It was like I don't know if it was a debate or a discussion, and he had a point he was trying to make, and he had some shit mic that was cutting out on him. So I actually like got a hold of the person that had the live stream, like, "Hey, can you connect me with this dude?" And sent him a microphone. I was like, "Dude, you were trying to make a point about that conversation that night. One, do you remember what your point was?" And he's like, "No, no, I'll watch it back and get back to you." And I got his details and sent him a mic. So
Dude,
next time he got in, he would actually be able to be heard.
that's what kind of person you are.
Well, it fucked up the show. I couldn't hear what he was
Well,
saying.
regardless, dude, not everybody just does that shit, okay? So fucking kudos to you. That's good shit, man.
You know.
Yeah, I
I
know. I do know.
It was a good, you know, it was just people that were rational, reasonable people, and I think they might have been talking to a flat earther or some shit. And he was trying to make a point and, like, couldn't hear the guy. I'm like, "Shit. Well, that sucks. That ruined that. Let's fix that."
Yeah. No, you're a fucking generous dude, man. Like, it's I wouldn't have shit without you, so, like, there you go.
Yeah,
Like,
me neither.
yeah,
Wouldn't
well,
have shit without you.
yeah, fair enough.
Anyhow, we're gonna wrap this up, sir.
Yeah. Phil, it's awesome hanging out today. Seriously, man. It's been a while and, like, it's cool.
Yes, thank you. Keep moving.
Yeah.
Keep slacking. I love tuning
Yeah.
in when I'm delivering.
For sure.
It's a
Uh,
good listen and a good watch. Like stoplights, red lights, I get to scroll through the chat quick. Every time I stop is when I check the chat. You can't do that and drive.
No
That's
way.
like guaranteed
No way.
doom. You imagine trying to type and
No
read
way.
live chat while you're
No
driving?
way.
Not
No
happening.
way.
Not happening. People think I do though, and I'm like, no,
Dude.
only when I stop.
Yeah.
Like I have to stop at stop signs, red lights, driveways,
I
get
always
out.
laughed at you because, like, you'll drive by me more than you see me all the time, and I'm just like I'm just like I'm like, "Fucking hey, dude, he is into whatever the fuck he's doing in there."
Yeah, gotta get going,
It's all
man.
good, man. Better you watching the road than watching me.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's okay, Phil. We love Spam. It's our favorite canned meat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't there like riddle me this before we end this.
Yeah.
Spam is like the well-known canned meat,
Yes.
and there's others in other countries,
Yeah.
but is there not like a generic to this? I know Spam's generic, but is
Yeah.
there a generic to the generic? Like
It's canned ham.
just regular canned
I
ham?
believe so.
But I thought there was like a well-known, like super, like, oh, I can't even afford Spam. I'm gonna get this.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I'm
I
pretty sure
do. I don't know,
there's
though.
got to be one. There's got to be some government cre-
Government Spam.
government created white can with black lettering.
It's glam.
Ah. All right, people, have a good week. If you're new here, my name's Nick. That's Jimmy, amazing host that keeps this show going. New audio episodes come out every Sunday at 5 p.m. if you're into the audio side of things.
Yeah.
If
Till
not,
next time.
yeah, we'll be back again next week. Thank you for hanging out with us. Be safe.
See ya.